You know, fucking news, your videos always make me laugh. But you'd be surprised how little freedom of speech you actually have in the West. I'm sure you know that. But every single website is my forum, my rules, you know, and it's fucking ridiculous. Because the internet was invented to be this infinite spectrum of ideas and education, and we could go to any website anytime and learn whatever we want to. If I wanted to be a mechanic, I could do a Google search on Mechanics 101 and learn how to fix cars, or maybe fix a computer, or change a telephone line, or anything like that. That's what I thought the internet was designed for. Instead, it's been just a plethora of raunchy porn, you know, people feeling down on themselves, and about how they hate women, how they hate Jews, how they hate blacks, how they hate each other, and all this other bullshit. While meanwhile banning and discriminating and treating each other like garbage. You know, is this the best we can do with such a wonderful, innovative piece of technology with infinite possibilities? And we're using it to fap to fucking Asian porn and find new ways to bully each other and make each other's lives miserable. So I do believe that freedom of speech is a fight worth fighting, because once we have absolute freedom of speech, then we will have absolute education, absolute ideas, absolute innovation, absolute creativity. And then from there, we don't have to be the shittiest species on this planet. Now, mind you, when you talk about how we're raping the resources and we're raping the third world and things like that, I can understand why that's bad, but I do not personally care, because this planet sucks. Everything kills each other, everything rapes each other, everything eats each other. It's a bloody and brutal existence, even if it wasn't for humanity. It might not be as bad. Animals don't understand war, animals don't understand debt, animals don't understand ownership. They only understand their instincts to have a cave to fuck their women in and kill things in order to eat them, or because they think they're gonna fuck their women. So yeah, those are the reasons why there is death and murder in nature, and it's not nearly as much in quantity or in quality as the evil of humanity, but humanity is still thinking like an animal, just on a grander scale, and that's the problem. We're trying to be nature-based. You seem to strike me as a very green-oriented person, an anarcho-primitivist, or something of that sort, and I can understand where you're coming from, but I don't agree with it. And, you know, I don't understand why you only get like 252 views. You're a really smart guy, you're funny, you know how to say things in these sarcastic quips that always manage to touch right there on the nerve of how society functions and how people function, and nobody pays attention to you. But then again, is that very surprising? So, you know, I'm just saying that I disagree, but that I respect you a lot. You're one of the more smarter people I've met, and that's saying a lot. So, you know, I guess that's it. I wanted to go somewhere else with this, but I don't know how else to explain it other than I don't give a fuck about this planet. You know, rape it of its resources. Turn it into a big ball of fire. You know what? Rape the people, too. They suck. They're shitheads. They could have easily made this a better place, and yet they choose not to. They choose to be moderated. They choose to be censored. They choose to be raped. They choose to die. Because the moment we say no and decide to do something collectively, it'll stop. And yet they don't. You know, every once in a while you get individuals who are willing to do something, willing to say something, willing to think something, and they always have to drag them down. Human beings probably don't even evolve from apes. They probably evolved from crabs, because if you put crabs in a bucket, they'll drag the crabs down with them, because they cannot stand the fact that one crab is thinking of escaping the clutches of tyranny and of emptiness, so they all have to suffer. That, to me, seems more human than a primate that only seems to be... Well, I mean, we do have some primate qualities. We need to be the alpha. We need to show off. We need to have the most women, the most bananas. You know, we need to climb all around and you know, bang our chests. but we seem to have more in common with the more nefarious, more despicable, diabolical animals that seem to be mean just to be mean. And there's that in nature too. So nothing humanity does is really alien to what the rest of nature does. It's just with our sentience, we've been able to take it to extreme levels. So I guess that's